On this British beach, one day in 2013, something very unusual washed up on the shore. A mysterious 9-foot-long sea monster.
The creature was discovered on the sand shortly after sunrise. Boat captain Andrew Douglas was one of the first on the scene.
Is this where it was?
I got a call to say there was a bit of a creature or something on the beach.
So word was spreading.
Word was spreading, the locals were starting to talk. But when I got here, you know, it was monster-like.
Monica Cornell was on a morning jog when she stumbled across the bizarre beast.
I was thinking, oh, it's probably a dead seal. And as I got closer, I thought, well, maybe it's not a seal, maybe it's a whale. And it wasn't really till I looked closer at it. It had teeth like a shark. It was enormous. It was like Jaws or something.
The discovery sent shockwaves through the quiet seaside community. Initial consensus was that it was some kind of monster shark. But what kind exactly?
It turns out this shark specimen was so unusual and so important that scientists wanted it preserved. So it was put on ice, it was transported almost 350 miles to here, the Natural History Museum in London.
I've been granted permission to go behind the scenes to the tank room, which houses one of the most important fish collections in the world. This is where the museum stores some of its rarest and most bizarre underwater specimens. Many of these strange-looking creatures were collected nearly 200 years ago by world-traveling naturalist Charles Darwin. But I'm looking for a more recent addition, the mysterious Northumberland sea monster. Its guardian is fish curator Oliver Crimmen.
Jeremy?
Good to see you. It's in here, is it?
It is.
I'm about to come face to face with the creature from the beach.
That's a Greenland shark, isn't
It
it?
certainly is.
And what is that doing on a beach in the UK?
Well, we don't really know. Its distribution is in the North Atlantic and the Arctic, but we haven't encountered them in the UK very often at all.
Is this a dangerous shark, potentially?
Well, because we know very little about its biology, generally speaking, they've been out of sight in deep, cold water. It has been surmised to be a scavenger, but there's no reason why this couldn't dismember active prey.
So we basically don't know.
We don't know.
Now, the Greenland shark is not entirely new to me. I have met this monster once before. 3 years ago, in the dead of night, I hauled one of these giants from the freezing depths of a Norwegian fjord. Also known as sleeper sharks, they're said to be slow-moving and docile. So at the time, I had no reason to think it was anything other than harmless. So much so that I even got in the water with it. But what if I'd got it wrong? Fresh research into this shark is making me question that decision. These little-known sharks can grow to the size of a great white, and they bite with 4 times as many teeth. And I'm uncovering frightening stories about these sharks right across the cold waters of the North Atlantic. If there is a cold water killer lurking in my backyard, I need to know.